Dying Light, an open-world survival horror game, is filled with moments of terror and adrenaline. But amidst the chaos, there are heart-wrenching stories of loss and sacrifice. Here are some of the saddest moments you probably missed in Dying Light. Let's start with Lost Child. In the airdrop mission, while looking for airdrops in the Cauldron area, you come across a house where you can hear a child crying. Upon investigation, you find a girl hiding in a closet. Her father turned into a zombie. You ask for permission to take the girl with you, but Jade insists on finding the airdrops first and promises to pick up the girl before sunset. With no other option, you reluctantly leave the girl behind. There was no talk about girl in the later stages of the game. I hope Jade kept her word. Up next, we have Fate of Ida. In the fisherman's village, you come across two women desperately knocking on the door of a hut. One of the women explains that her sister Ida was banished from the village by a man named Harun. Ida's daughter and son went after her, but only her daughter Yasmina made it back. After speaking with Yasmina, you found out where her brother and mother are supposed to be, and you stumble upon Jamil hiding in a cabinet. Jamil then tells you that his mum is supposed to be at the tool shop. When you arrive and pound on the door, you talk to him. He denies everything, tells you that the woman is dead, and then decides to sound his alarm to draw in infected to deal with you.
How about I invite some more guests?
Once you deal with the infected, kill the manic and take his keys. Step inside the workshop and you'll find a closet that is blocking a trapdoor on the floor. Walk to the right side of it and move it, then open the trapdoor. Use the set of keys to open the door in the basement.
God, what has he done to you? Take it easy, you're free.
You will find out Ida is chained and kept as a slave. Mid the chaos and horror, Salim sees an opportunity not just to survive, but to exert power and control in the most reprehensible ways. Next on the list, a loyal husband. A child at the daycare tells you about how he was scared by a noise coming from the basement, causing him to lose his building blocks. He requests your help in retrieving them.
And I heard a scary sound, and I kind of dropped my blocks. They're kind of all over. Could you get them back for me?
Once you reach the basement, you'll hear strange noises. Talk to Rupert about it. He confesses that his wife got infected and had to be quarantined in the basement to prevent any danger. He requests you to end her suffering.
I would let her kill me before I would lift a finger to harm her. Just give me the basement key.
Despite the emotional weight, you are driven by a desire to help those in need. You understand that this is something Rupert cannot do himself, and you take on the responsibility to provide closure. The tale of Rupert reminds us that in this infected world, we hold on to memories to remind ourselves that we are still human.
I hope somewhere I may find forgiveness for what I did, for what I couldn't do.
Next in queue, Electrified.
Jafar received a message from a group of survivors. Their leader is Hansen, who had been in charge of security at the tower. It seems there's been an accident and they need help. When you arrive, you will see that the building is electrified and there are electric currents around the lower floor. You will need to switch off the power to the building. Near a shack, there is a body of Hansen, which appears to have fallen and been killed by bitters.
This is Salif. It seems we've run out of options. 2 weeks ago, Hansen fell off the scaffold right after switching on the security system. But now the entire building is electrified, and we've been trapped up here ever since. No one's responded to our distress call, and we've run out of supplies. cyanide that Hansen thoughtfully brought with him. Anyway, given the choices, we all decided to go this way. There was talk of trying to go cannibal, but then we'd just be smarter versions of biters. Better this way. Besides, how smart are we for allowing Hansen to leave us stranded up here in the first place? Thanks for finding us, whoever you are. Sorry for the mess. Seraph Hassan.
Jafar, I found the rest of his group. They're all dead. They killed themselves.
Why? What the hell happened?
Looks like Hansen switched on the security grid and then fell. The rest of his people got stranded on the roof with no way down. Looks like they eventually ran out of supplies and decided to cash out.
They couldn't get into the building?
Well, it seems Hansen had the only key. Guess he didn't trust anyone else.
No, Hansen never trusted other people.
Yeah, it's too bad they trusted him.
Thanks for going out there, Crane. Jafar out.
It made me stop and think when I found out what happened. Even though this game may seem mindless and silly, there are actually some very unexpected and powerful stories within it. Coming up next, a father and his son. Dawood, one of the tower survivors, wants to get his family out of the slums, but he needs a gun so he can reach the exit point. If you can provide him with a gun, he will give you a key that unlocks his previous workshop in the slums. After obtaining a gun and bringing it to him, Dawood will provide the key. You'll never guess what Dawood did with the gun to kidnap his child and escape the tower, leaving his wife Salma behind. Salma tells you that she and Dawood had been estranged for a long time, and she was in fact opposed to his idea of leaving the tower with Sammy to find someplace safer.
Dawood! Answer me, you son of a bitch! Answer me!
No need to shout, Crane. No need to follow me either. It's pointless. Please, tell Salma I'm sorry. I had no choice. Sammy's gonna be safe, I swear.
Wait, don't... Dawood! Dawood! Where are you? Shit.
You find him and Sammy are among the group of refugees the saviors are smuggling into Old Town.
Well, small world.
Dawood, we need to talk about your situation.
Sorry about the wild goose chase, but I couldn't risk you tailing me. These guys are pretty serious about following their procedures.
This isn't fair to Salma.
Salma and me are done.
That's not the point.
In the Old Town, you received a distress call from Dawood.
Please. We're in an apartment building opposite the abandoned construction site in the corner district. I'm begging you, help my son.
Upon your arrival, it is discovered that Dawood has turned, and you are left with no choice but to kill him.
Sammy, it's Mr. Crane. Are you in here?
Please don't hurt me! Go away! Leave me alone!
Easy, kid. Hey, it's all over. You all right?
My dad got hurt. He said he's becoming like the other sick people, and that he couldn't protect me anymore. He said if I came out of the cabinet, he would hurt me, but that once he was sick, I'd be safe, because he wouldn't remember I was in there.
Your dad saved your life.
Where is he?
Sammy, he's gone. There's nothing anyone could do. Now listen, I have to get you back to your mom.
I wish I could have stayed with her.
Back in the tower, you can visit Salma and Sammy.
Thank you for saving my son.
I'm really sorry I couldn't save his father.
I could not save him either. He was a stubborn man. Not a bad man, but he could not see things any way but his own. There's a lot of that out there.
Dawood wanted him to have this. Could you give it to Sammy and tell him it's from his dad?
You are a good man, Mr. Crane. Thank you.
Good luck, Salma.
Dawood is an underrated character. Sure, he was a bad husband, but he puts the safety of his son first and foremost, and is willing to sacrifice himself to achieve this. He may not be a good husband to Salma, but he's definitely a good father. Next on the list, Mama's boy.
If Mama ain't happy, nobody happy. So you better make Mama happy.
Ghazi?
Me too. We have the same name.
Ghazi is a disabled individual residing in the southwest area of the slums. Upon your arrival at his house for medicine, he asks you to go to the store and get a movie and a box of chocolates for his mama.
Hello, Ghazi.
When you enter his house, you realize that his mother has passed away, but he still pretends that she is still alive by displaying an effigy of her in his living room. Ghazi's world is a place where reality and dreams blur, and in his quest to make his mother proud, he found solace in a broken, desolate reality. His innocence is a reminder of the human cost of the outbreak. In a world consumed by darkness, hope can be as fragile as a flickering flame. For some survivors, the weight of despair becomes too much to bear, leading them to seek an end to their suffering in the only way they see left. The horror of the outbreak doesn't just lie in the monsters outside, but in the silent battles within, where even the strongest can lose the will to fight. In Harran, survival isn't just about escaping the infected, it's about holding on to the will to live. As we close the chapter on our journey through Harran, we're left with a haunting reflection of what it means to survive in a world forsaken by hope. Each shadow, every abandoned building, and the echoes of lost lives remind us that beneath the surface of our struggles lies a profound sadness. In the end, Dying Light is not just a story of fighting the infected, but a deeper exploration of the human spirit in the face of relentless darkness. Remember, even in the bleakest moments, the strength to keep moving forward is what truly defines us.